Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Happy 4th of July. If you're here in the US, make sure you guys be very careful when lighting those fireworks because you never know. Safety first, right? Anyways, it's about 5 and they dropped the new banner preview, so let's take a look at what that looks like. Um, we should have some cool new heroes. I think this is kind of the spring one? Oh no, it's the summer one, so maybe beach theme? Okay, so Frasier. Wow, you know what? The artists knew what they were doing. There's some heavy fan service here, guys. Okay, Bright Mare Horn, that is new, but also we want to take a look at Binding Necklace, right? Because that may synergize with her horn. It's not new because I'm assuming that's on the previous Frasier unit. I mean, that first attack didn't do a lot, but the second one did a little more? Or maybe they're using stronger opponents. Okay, so her brother, Freyr, he is a red beast unit. Ray Dream Horn, and then you have the attack resist catch 4, which is new. So we'll go back and we'll take a look at these new skills here. I think all the horns attack are the same, like you tilt your head and the horn comes out, right?
My orders are to enjoy summer activities.
Ogma. So we haven't had Ogma since kind of Gen 1. He's the sword unit for Gen 1 with the Brave Sword. But now we have new ones. So Trident, it's going to be interesting because that's going to be inheritable for sure. Very Aquaman vibe with the blonde hair. Oh yes, we have Sita and Plumeria. And you know what? It's a cavalry axe with a unique axe. So I'm excited about this unit because cavalry axe, we always need more cavalry axe units. We don't have enough. We got Chris kind of as a free one for free-to-play players, but that's it. And it has a harmonizing skill, so looks like a pretty good one too.
If you insist.
Yes, I do insist. What? Did the dancer get to move again? We're gonna have to watch that again and see what's going on. Okay, so we have Frasier, Ogma, which is from Gen 1, and then Sita, technically from Gen 1 too, because she's in Shadow Dragon. Ogma's gonna be demoted to 4 stars. Okay, let's take a look at. We're gonna do this in reverse. So let's take a look at this harmonized skill. Grant another action to ally with highest HP within 2 spaces that has already acted and is from the same title as unit. So in this case, Plumeria is from Heroes, and Sita is from Shadow Dragon. Also, grants +4 attack and speed for 1 turn. So what's happening here is she's activating a harmonizing skill, and because let this clear out of the way. Because she's from the same unit, she gets to act again. Even though she's a singer and dancer, since she's from Heroes, same as Plumeria, she gets to act again. So I'm assuming this works with kind of a limited number of units because from Heroes, there's kind of all of the Dream units and then all of the... I don't know if there's many dancing units from Shadow Dragon, but we'll have to see. Even if you're not a dancer though, because you have all of the flower people here, they can act again. But since she has the highest HP, 43 compared to 41 here, she gets to act again instead of Mark. Okay, so that's very important, guys. Okay, but now we're gonna take a look at the weapons. So, Dolphin Dive Axe. Pause! Dolphin Dive Axe. Effective against any weapon. So if you have a sword, a lance, an axe, or a bow, colorless bow, very specific, colorless bow, armored foe, you get +3 to attack. If units initiate combat or within 2 spaces of allies, you get +5 to all stats, besides HP of course, and you get to move afterwards. So this is because you have Kanto 2. So this is very important in Ether raids, because what you want to do is you want to either attack a sculptor or sing or dance another unit and then get out of the way so it's safe. Flow refresh is also nice. If unit initiates combat, it neutralizes effects and prevents units follow-up attacks and restores 10 HP to unit after combat. So what you mean is, if you're attacking with Sita Plumeria combo here, you're always going to be able to follow up. I'm assuming she has high speed, because this flow refresh is basically guarantees a follow-up attack, and if mixed with the restore 10 HP, you want to be attacking with this unit as opposed to kind of just using the harmonic skill. So there's that. Alright, so let's take a look at Ogma and his trident. It's clearly called a trident, which is funny because, you know, there's not a unique name for it, but Trident Plus, this is the unit that's going to be demoted to 4 stars. So we're going to look at Trident Plus. At the start of turn, the unit within 3 spaces of an ally, very, very generous because the map is not that big. It gets the unit gets +6, so in this case, Ogma gets +6, and if you're within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack defense +5 during combat. So you get a passive buff of +6, and you get +5 to attack and defense during combat. So total +11. It's actually pretty good for an attacking unit. If you run this with Steady Blow to up your defense, it may be good with Steady Blow and Ignis or Bonfire, because then you get that defense boost for when you're special proc. You get the attack speed solo, so that's good if you're going to go all in really quickly. And the threatened speed defense, so you're lowering the defender's speed and defense. So you're trying to guarantee yourself the ability to attack twice. You're trying to up your defense so that you don't take a lot of damage, or you're trying to proc Bonfire. And in their case, you're lowering their speed so that they can't attack you twice, or you can attack them twice, and also they can't defend as well against you. So not bad. I mean, pretty good for inheritable skills. I feel like if he's put into the general pool, because he is being demoted, it's a pretty good chance that he can be great fodder. Sorry, Ogma, but since you're a Gen 1, you have nice weapons, we're gonna go ahead and fodder you. So Frazier here, he has 2 new skills. We're gonna look at Ray Dream Horn. Grants attack +3 if unit initiate combat or within 2 spaces of an ally, +6 to unit, and inflicts -6 attack on foe during combat, and you're guaranteed a follow-up attack. If, of course, you know, if you're next to a beast or you're not next to anyone, you transform. When you transform, you get +2 attack, and if you initiate combat, you get the enemy gets negative attack defense. So you want to be in beast form all the time when you're attacking, because you're basically going to reduce the enemy's attack by -10 and their defense by -4, and at the same time you're going to get +5 to attack and they get -4 to attack. Okay, so it's an okay skill. I think it's pretty unique for him. You know, if you like him, I mean, there's not a lot of dude beast units, so if you like him, definitely use him. Defense res catch 4, this is one of the new skills as well. If foe has 100% or a penalty is active, grant defense resist to unit during combat. The start of combat, if their HP is 100 and penalty is on foe, inflicts and grants an additional defense resist. So basically you want to attack them when they have full HP and some sort of penalty. And you know, the penalty is not hard, because you know, if you're within 2 units, or you know, even if you're low attack defense here, you're gonna inflict a penalty on them regardless. So all of these skills kind of stack with each other to make it a kind of a good unit. I mean, his art's pretty okay. I mean, there's no male nipples, and I know they probably did that on purpose, but it looks kind of weird, but at the same time, he's kind of a dream unit, so I'm not sure. What's weird is he has this lay thing on him to cover like his chest area, but here it's removed and you still don't have the male nipple. So I guess intelligent systems will only go so far. But I think that's pretty unfair, because if you look at Freyja here, let's see if I can go back. The size of her breast, like one breast, is almost as big as her face. So I think they should give some fan service to you ladies out there. Oh my god, what is this? Like 2 balloons is the size of her face? My god. Whoever the artist is, Yoshku. Yoshku, like in Yoroshiku, but it's Yoshku. They knew what they were doing. I mean, in this art, it's like literally the size of her face. Like if you took the circle tool on paint and you drew a circle and you moved that circle up here, it is the size of her face. What's funny, she's wielding a float of herself, kind of. All right, but let's go back to the skill. I know she's already OP'd. Okay, so kind of a refresh. Binding necklace is not new, but basically if she's not adjacent to an ally, she gets +2 to all stats, and she inflicts -2 to the foe during combat. If foe has bonuses, basically you steal their bonuses, you steal their buffs, and you debuff them for the same amount, right? So instead of +5, they'll get -5. Or let's see, let's read this carefully. If foe has bonuses, grants bonuses to unit, and inflict penalty equals to current bonus on. So you're neutralizing their buffs, basically. I hope that's the case. I hope it's not like flipping their buffs, but it neutralizes their buffs and basically you steal it. Blair Blightmare Horn, kind of like a play off of Nightmare Horn. Grant speed +3. If unit's HP is greater than 25, grants attack, defense, res +5 during combat. And if unit speed is greater than foe speed, reduce damage from attack during combat and special area of effect damage at the start of combat. If unit's HP is above 25% while transformed, neutralize effects that prevent the unit's follow-up attack. So you're trying to attack twice there. If your HP is above 25%, you can attack twice. Again, you want to be transformed because you get that additional +2 to attack, which already stacks with your +5 if you're above 25%, and then it'll inflict the -4 attack defense. So this is cool. I think it's more cooler because it has kind of that HP over 25 effect where it neutralizes, not exactly neutralizes, but it greatly reduce area effects attack. So if you run kind of a Lilina comp or anything like that, then you can kind of reduce that effect. So one way, guys, I've been beating the Fallen Edelgard is with a team of healers, and the pain, whenever you inflict pain as a casting spell, they get -10 HP. So even if your healer does 0 damage, they take -10 HP. And if you do it on a unit adjacent to Fallen Edelgard, she's gonna take the -10, and she's not going to heal up based on her special. So it's the same, I would imagine, if you run like a Lilina comp. I believe it's Legendary Lilina, and she does kind of an amazing area of attack. So this prevents against that area attack damage. Alright guys, tell me what you think. Let me know if this is too fan servicey. I'm all in for male nipples on Freyja. I feel bad for Ogma, but he's going to be a great fodder unit. And happy 4th of July, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye!